A national newspaper carried an article regarding the Secretary of the Ministry of Education lodging a complaint with the President saying that there is an ongoing racket to distribute school uniform material by Salusala without the proper approval of the ministry. According to this newspaper article, the ministry secretary has provided this written complaint to the Presidential Secretary. The paper quoting the written complaint says that since there is information that has come to light that Salusala, its officials and other connected parties have used a letter of the Ministry of Education fraudulently and are engaged in this uniform material racket, the Secretary of the Ministry of Education has asked the President to initiate legal action regarding the matter. If the Secretary to the Ministry of Education has written such a letter to the President, it can be considered as a contradictory act. If Salusala or any other institution is carrying out a racket with regard to school uniform material, the Ministry Secretary should have taken expeditious actions about it before the 2nd of this month, which was the last day of the 3rd academic term. The coupons to distribute school uniform material were distributed to students starting from the last week of November. If Salusala or any other institution is selling school uniform materials to students, they could have only done so until the 2nd of December. The letter that, as per the paper article, has been used fraudulently by Salusala and other institutions could be the letter that was written by the Secretary of the Ministry of Education and sent to all principals as well as zonal and provincial education directors on the 26th of September. Action TV on the 26th of November pointed out that the Ministry of Education is attempting to carry out a uniform material racket based on the fact that Cabinet decided that Salusala was an organization that has suffered a premature death 13 days before this letter was sent out. This letter says that the Salusala Corporation would be arriving at schools and will be selling school uniform material at competitive rates and that active participation should be given to this activity. The Secretary of the Ministry of Education has not sent any notification that would suggest that the initial letter sent by him close to 2 months ago is not valid. This goes on to show that the Secretary himself has aided in the so-called school uniform material racket. On the 28th of November, the Ceylon Teachers Union lodged a complaint at the Anti-Corruption Committee Secretariat that the letter sent by the Secretary paves the way for corruption. The preliminary report compiled by the Anti-Corruption Secretariat regarding the complaint that was lodged is now in the hands of the Attorney General.
The problem we have is that the Minister is silent about this. What we can see is that the Minister of Education has not made any statement about this. We know that the Anti-Corruption Unit has concluded the preliminary investigations. We hope that they take very stern action regarding this because this has taken place in a backdrop where the government has spent 2,300 million for the students' uniforms.
The role of the Secretary to the Ministry of Industry and Commerce with regard to the school uniform racket to be revealed on Action TV tomorrow.